This is Derek. Welcome to the Derek J Fiedler podcast and YouTube channel. I have been so blessed in recent years to have learned so much from people that have been publishing content through YouTube and on podcast. Really, it's opened up my eyes to see the world in such a different way. People like Jonathan Peugeot, Alistair Roberts, Paul Vanderklay, John Vervaeke, and the like have changed my life, and I am so grateful for it. In large part, I've been a mere recipient of this information and really just been a recipient and a listener in the conversation and the networking that's happening on YouTube. It's my goal in 2020 to join this conversation by publishing videos at least once a week, maybe even more, and podcast to share what I'm most excited about learning, the things that intrigue me, the patterns that I'm picking up on in movies and in art, or in stories that I'm reading, or the experiences around me, listening to other people's stories, interviewing people. I really want to give back and begin sharing this process of learning. I'm also finding that as a mere recipient, I'm getting a little bit dull in the sense that I listen to a podcast and maybe I go to talk about it, but I don't retrieve all of that information and I can't communicate it properly, or there seems to be a disconnection between the points of learning. And I find that my personality, my learning style is one that learns by doing, by action, by making connections. Reading and writing out things just hasn't been the best way for me. It's a good form. Truly, you don't really know what you think until you write it out. That's why I really am a big fan of journaling as well. This podcast is going to be something like journaling, but with the added component of verbally processing. I have a background of radio, and I have just really enjoyed the act of just talking and fleshing out my thoughts through the spoken word. YouTube seems to be a great place to do that. And not just to be a recipient, but now to be a giver or a producer of content as well. Truly, this is one of the most exciting eras of education, where if you have a question, you could even talk to your devices now and they'll talk back to you and help you figure out how to do things. Or you can post a question or listen to people that are talking about things that you want to know about and learn about. However, even though we're surrounded by such a grand host of technology and access to knowledge, there seems to be a remaining eternal burning in the human soul, that questions that perplex us, that we really need to get answered. Otherwise, there is no satiation. There is no way to feel fulfilled. For those that want to know, well, what does it all matter anyway? What's the purpose of life? What are we to do while we're here on earth? Why are these things dragging me down? And why do I struggle with these things? This is the mystery. These are the questions that I find most interesting and have to be the primary driver of my learning, my self-learning, the things that I want to go to school about, and hopefully to write books or make films, and to make the craft of my life is not just finding answers, but being able to articulate them and express them in a way that other people can understand. I hope that we accomplish that on this YouTube channel and podcast through the comments and through interviews and hopefully seminars and in-person activities, that we can go through this journey together and figure out those most perplexing questions of who we are as humans and what we're supposed to do on the planet. If you're looking for ways to support the channel, the best way right now in the early stages is through subscribing so you get notifications of future videos, liking the videos so that way people know that, hey, this isn't such a bad video, you might want to check it out. Talking about it, just telling a person or a friend about what you're learning through the videos here, as well as commenting below. one of my favorite features of YouTube, and I hope that you make the most of it in the videos that are going to be published in the days to come. Another way to support is financially. Right now, we have a PayPal account open, and so for people that wish to donate and partner and contribute to this channel financially, you can do so by clicking the link below to PayPal. In the future, we're entertaining opening up versions of Patreon, or maybe even on the Patreon platform, as a means of engaging with people that contribute and producing a way that we can say thank you to the people that make these videos possible. Look forward to future videos in the days to come.